As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Well, the season has almost reached its conclusion, and many of the teams are playing for just pride alone, while others are looking forward to the playoffs. Today's game features two teams that are each looking to make a statement as the visiting team come into town to face the Raiders. Hi, everyone. I'm Al Michaels, here for more great NFL action with my partner, John Madden. And hold on, because this is going to be a good one.
One thing that can turn an average defense into a great one is the guys up front. When you have someone like this who consistently puts pressure on the quarterback, it allows the rest of the defense to drop back in coverage and not have to blitz or pressure as much. And when you can do that, offenses have a tough time getting things done.
The Raiders' ground game should be a big factor in the outcome of this one. Now, we've talked about the defense that they'll face, and in order to keep them guessing, this offense will look to mix it up with screens and counters. This will force the defense to tone down their aggressiveness and not overplay anything. It should make for a very interesting matchup.
They do stuff like that these days. You get all warmed up, stretch a little, then you get together as a team, say a little something, and you start going crazy.
And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. And we go back to the game. The kickoff team lines up.
Will be kicking off to start the game. Number 83, back deep to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 1-yard line. He delivers the forearm. So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game.
31 on the return.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Dixon sets up. Holding. Under pressure with the throw. A good pass, but no catch.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback.
20-yard line.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. It's his receiver in stride. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
It's 3rd down, 2 to go. On the ground. Nice gain to the outside for the 1st down.
He saw the marker as he got to the outside, and he just turned it up and got past it.
The Raiders come out with 3 receivers tight.
4-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Slings it to the outside. And the catch is made. 4-yard gain on the play.
On the reception. Gain of 4 on the play.
About 6 to go. Ball on their own 38.
Get in there.
Lindsey. They blitz and it backfire.
Yeah, that's a chance you take. You're hoping to get some penetration and get him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Get at him.
Passing on 1st down. Closing in. Gets the pass off. They can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 45. The backs are lined up in an eye. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Jammer ran a nice route on that pass play.
These days, offenses rely on a short, quick pass, and the receiver gaining lots of yards after the catch.
Holding. And he picks up just enough to convert. They're lucky to keep this drive going.
Well, they had a clean shot at the ball carrier, but they didn't finish the play, and ended up costing them a first down.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback.
45-yard line.
Ninth play of this drive. Drops back. Pressure with the pass. And it's caught. A powerful arm brings them a first down this time.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throws. This guy really let it go.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 27-yard line. 10th play of this drive. Looking for room. They'll go with a play fake. With the throw, he finds his man. Again and again, it's another first down.
Yeah, this offense has really impressed me on this drive. They've been moving the ball very methodically, and they're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
First and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Get at him. Go.
Number 33 looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
It's second down and a long way to go. Ball on the 16-yard line. Jolly in motion. Drops back. Under pressure. Flings it to the outside. Perfect throw. After hauling in that pass, he now has 3 in the game.
1-yard gain on the play. Third and 11. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Get in there.
Man in motion. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. He came free on that play, but he couldn't make the catch.
That's another one of those deals where he was looking to run before he had the ball.
So this one will be from about 31 yards out. And it's on its way. The kick is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 13.
Good distance. From the 6. The offense just about ready to call their first play of the game. Good matchup today. One of the best quarterbacks in the league taking on one of the toughest defenses. Now defensively here, John, what do you think they're thinking?
Well, I think they're going to have to shut down those short slant routes and deep outside corners first. Force the offense to throw short and over the middle. Let your big hitters make those wide receivers think twice.
Not much there.
Takes the catch. 1-yard loss on the play.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Cowboy. Check him out.
Dropping back. Throws it. Oh, no, he caught it. He made a great catch on that pass.
It takes great focus to make plays like that. The receiver has all kinds of things happening all around him, and he blocks everything out except the ball in his hand.
And they'll face a long third down here.
Poke out right.
Closing in. Slings it over the middle. Gibson makes the play at the 36-yard line.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
The visiting team line up with two backs behind the quarterback.
You got it.
Pressure, throwing. Great pass. And he's forced out of bounds at the 40. 4-yard gain on the play. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 40. Drops back. Under pressure. It's going the other way. Loses one tackle. The offensive line couldn't do the job, and the pressure forced him to make a bad throw into coverage.
And the key to the play was pressure. They force a quarterback to get rid of it before he's ready. And when he's rushing his throws out there, bad things are going to happen to this offense.
Catch the ball, man. That's all you.
Pressure coming. Guns it to the right side. With the hurdle. The 20. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
He throws lasers all over the field. He can throw them short. He can throw them long. He can throw them medium. He can throw them anywhere.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Closing in with the pass. He got his hands on it, but the pass falls incomplete.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Second and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Ain't got nothing. Either left.
Hand off to the tailback. The running back gets about 3.
On the carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
Baltimore comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Get in there. They got nothing.
Pressure gets the pass off. Great throw. Gain of 5 on the play.
On the reception. 5-yard gain on the play.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. Splits the uprights and good. That kick is good, and it's his second field goal of the game. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 19.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. So he downs the kick in the end zone. It's first and 10.
Ralph, get in there. Snake out. Come on, get up.
Using motion. Hand off to the tailback. Gain of about 1.
With the carry. 1-yard gain on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 options behind him.
On the 20-yard line.
Lose it.
Under pressure, knocked down. That incomplete pass will bring up third down.
91 on the coverage.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Ball on their own 20. Oakland with 6 defensive backs. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. 4th down. Upcoming after that incomplete pass. So the lineup to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
They line up in the I formation.
At the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Dixon gets set. With the carry, they'll go with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
Now the defensive coordinator is pulling out everything. He's throwing his whole arsenal at him right now.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 38. Holding, the lone setback. Pressure coming, throws it. He has it, and he is bumped out of bounds at the 30. Great play there by Jammer.
You're talking about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
The Raiders line up in trips bunch.
On the 30-yard line.
Here comes the heat.
Dixon sets up. With the pass, picked off. It's intercepted. Loses 1 tackle. Across midfield. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defender is there to make the play.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he pecks on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 83, back to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 9-yard line. Well, the last time they had the ball, they turned it over on an interception. Let's see what happens here. That will be the final play of the first quarter, and we have a close one so far with the visiting team ahead of the Raiders 7-6. And we're ready to start the second quarter. Passing on first down. Closing in. This one falls incomplete. The incomplete pass bringing up 2nd down.
On the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 24.
Get at him, Keith. Here comes the heat.
Split back this time. Pressure. Throwing. Incomplete. That short pass incomplete brings up a 3rd down play.
On the play.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter.
Set. Let's go. Come on. You got him.
Dropping back. Under pressure. Throws it. A little behind, but he has it. And they come up short after the catch.
On a pass play, there's no excuse for a play that doesn't carry the receiver past the 1st down mark.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. From the 38-yard line. He didn't have much to work with, but still got away a decent return.
Hey, even if it doesn't seem like much, positive yards on a return is better than nothing.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44.
Get the ball. Set.
He hands it off. Pressure coming. Throwing short to the right side. Not much, but it's better than a loss.
When you see or feel the blitz and you start feeling the pressure, you got to remember that some yards are always better than none yards.
The visiting team come out in the bunch formation.
46-yard line.
Here come the heat.
Closing in with the pass. Incomplete. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
About 8 yards.
Let's go.
Ball on their own 46.
Good work. Get at it. Stay guys. Set. You got it.
Throws it. Incomplete pass. That incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Williams is looking for a good punt here. Buchanan is the deep return man. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch. Into the end zone, touchback. The Raiders can regain the lead with a field goal. Pressure with the pass. This pass is incomplete. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
It's hard to go through your progressions when the pass rushers get into the backfield that quickly.
Baltimore comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
You got him. You got it. They got enough. Stay after him.
Under pressure, gets rid of it, almost picked off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Ball on their own 20. Flings it to the outside. He hits his receiver. They went back to the screen.
The defense was all over that one. They need to do a better job of mixing things up.
T lines up deep for the punt return. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. And he makes the grab. The defender goes down. Beaver just delivered a perfect pass.
He hit the receiver right in stride, allowing him to keep on running and pick up extra yardage.
Duncan is the deep back. Nelson in motion. Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing. Almost got it. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. You don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
3rd and inches. Ball on the 44-yard line. Beaver with split backs. Using motion.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Little pulls him over. And that was the fullback.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you give this guy a chance and you get him in the open field, he has the ability to gain a good chunk of yards.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Set. Come on, Dia.
Hand it off to the fullback. Closing in. Throws it. And he makes the grab. They connect again, and the receiver catches his third ball of the game. Second and long. Ball on the 30-yard line. The visiting team holding on by less than a field goal. Goes with a short pass to the right side. That good pass rush forces the erratic pass.
This defense really likes to keep the pressure on the passer. They bull rush, they speed rush, they blitz from the outside, all in an attempt to create turnover opportunities in the secondary. The offensive line needs to do a better job of holding on their block, giving a little extra time in the pocket that the quarterback needs.
The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Gibson will try to come through with the field goal here. And it's up. And so that kick is good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 31, back deep to return.
They'll return this one. From the 7. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out. Gives the ball off. Pressure. Great play in the backfield. There was nothing open downfield, resulting in a big sack.
This team loves to play zone and pass cover. They'll use the cover 2 on just about any play, relying on the defensive front to create pressure on the quarterback. They'll blitz every now and then to change things up. That's usually inside the 20-yard line and keep the offense off balance.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package with the pass. Grabs the off-target pass. Porter was in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration looking that one right into his hands.
It's third down, and they have a long way to go. Baltimore looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback has nowhere to go.
It's never good to take a sack, but when there's nothing open downfield, you just can't throw it up there.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. This could be a dangerous one. His blocks are set up.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
You got it.
Tucks it away. The 40. He has room. The 20.
When you talk about taking your man out of the play, this is what you're talking about. You know, this is the kind of block that guys dream about. I mean, he just unloads on that guy.
Come on now. Take a bow. Eagle way. Set. Hut.
they'll mark it at the 7-yard line. About a 2-yard gain by the fullback. They come out in a dime package.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
Lose it, lose it. Stay up, you. Bring that pain, baby.
Under pressure, fires to the end zone. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
They did a nice job up front with their bull rushes and rips and stunts, forcing adjustments along the offensive line. They have to do a better job getting off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. They're going to have a tough time whenever they drop back to throw.
Take him out. Bust his grill, kid.
Drops back, gets the pass off. He overthrows his intended receiver.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Gibson will come in looking to try the field goal. The kick is up, through the uprights, and good. That field goal is his second of the day. Buchanan, he's back for the kickoff as we take a quick glance at his return numbers. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 83, back to return.
Nice distance. From the 5-yard line. The Raiders will start the drive from the 23-yard line. The Raiders come out with 4 wide receivers lined up tight. Throwing on first down. Pressure coming with the pass. He fired that ball right into the receiver.
Yep, the receiver ran a precise route and was making his cut just as the quarterback was putting that one in the air.
Second and a deuce. Ball on their own 31.
Sideline to sideline. Yeah. Lose it, lose it.
Closing in, throws it. Dixon zips the ball into the receiver on that one.
The quarterback quickly read the defense and fired the ball into the receiver for a first down.
To the air on first down. With the throw, nearly intercepted. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
Dropping back. Pressure. He was hit just as he threw. Good pass rush, forcing the incompletion.
He had no choice but to get rid of the ball. If they're going to get the first here, they'll need their offensive line to maintain their block and give the quarterback enough time to make a good throw.
Baltimore comes out with 7 in the secondary. Drops back, gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. He had trouble bringing that one in.
That's a little surprising. The receivers coach has been spending extra time with all his guys on offense working on mechanics and their technique. He told me that he's seen a big improvement. But a big drop on third down like that shows that they still need a little more work.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. Here's the punt. He gets under this one and has a lot of room to run.
Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice for a situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Under pressure with the pass. He hits his receiver. 2-yard gain.
On the reception.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
With the throw. Great pass. Keeping him at bay. He saw them drop back in coverage, then just threw a strike.
He made the right read and found the open man. That's a nice play. On a 3rd and short situation like this, the defense has to be ready for anything.
The quarterback lines up with 2 options behind him.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Pressure coming. Throws it. The pass was incomplete. Beaver appeared to feel the pressure with it.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
So the drive stalls, and we'll probably see the punter here. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
An effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 27.
Get in there, Lon. Get at him, Keith.
Closing in. Throwing. He was tipped. He can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down. They'll have to move the ball downfield quickly through the air to try to score before the half. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Dixon gets set. The Raiders using motion. Pressure. Rolls right with the throw. Catch made on the run. The Raiders call a timeout. They have 2 left. And now they have a fresh set of downs to work with as they try to get some points before the half. Ball at about midfield. Baltimore comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
They'll pass on 1st down. Under pressure, he was hit just as he threw it. The visiting team scoop up the fumble. The 40, the 30, the 20. Great play by the defense to recover the fumble.
Yeah, they were right there to jump on the ball.
They're in a good position to get at least a field goal before the half, and with the timeouts they have, it might turn out to be a touchdown. So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10. Going to the air on 1st down. They give it to the halfback. Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
This is where you want to find a mismatch on defense and try and expose it for the score. Maybe they try a new formation to cause some confusion down there.
He'll get it again. Keeps his feet moving. Baltimore will call a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Pickup of about a yard in the run.
Time for the defense to play up tight and bump those receivers. If they do that, they can disrupt any short patterns that the quarterback is planning on throwing to.
Pressure coming. It's rid of it. Behind him, but he has it.
And watch how this defense comes up with a big stop. They're backed up in their own end zone trying to keep those guys off the board, and they make a play like that. That's a heck of a defensive play.
Gibson leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. The visiting team call a timeout. They have none remaining.
Number 7 in to attempt the field goal.
And it's up. And so that kick is good. And he bangs it through again. His third successful field goal attempt. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Baltimore 16, Oakland 6. So with halftime now over, let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. Here's the kickoff team. Booming kick downfield. The visiting team will start the drive from the 21.
Number 13 on the return.
They line up in the I formation.
At the 21-yard line. First and 10.
I saw you.
Passing on first down. With the pass. Incomplete pass. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 21.
Cowboy, get in there. Yeah.
Beaver gets set. Closing in, and he's tackled behind the line. He did a great job getting to the quarterback and picked up his first sack. And they'll face a long third down here. Oakland comes out in their nickel package. Picked off. The pass rush had a lot to do with that interception.
That's exactly what happened out there. He felt the rush coming, and he was coming so fast that he threw it up for grabs, and he paid for it. I'm sure that he wished he had that one back as soon as he let it go.
After the interception, they'll take over in good scoring position. Dixon using split backs.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. With the throw, he was unable to bring that one in.
That's the type of pass that you got to be able to hang on to.
The Raiders come out with 4 wide receivers lined up tight.
Back off, DBs. 94. Set.
Drops back, hand off to the tailback. He goes down at the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain by the running back.
Gain on the play.
Third down and long coming up here.
We'll see. Set.
Dropping back. Pressure, and he fiddles it through. It's scooped up. A very timely recovery by the offense.
Yeah, he picked up the trash.
Melissa, do you have an update for us?
Well, Al, the head coach is not very satisfied with the play of his secondary so far, but he expects them to play much better here in the second half. He mentioned that they're planning to blitz less often, while dropping additional defenders into coverage as they try to protect their lead. Al?
Thanks for that report, Melissa. And the kicker got all of that one. He's really clicking out there. 3 field goals for him. Janikowski will be kicking off.
Number 19 back to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 3. Baltimore is looking to pull away as they take over again.
13 on the return.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Get all you got. Get all you got. Hut. 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 Hut.
Gets the call. Under pressure. It's going the other way. It's a fumble. The visiting team recover. Big sigh of relief from the offense after the recovery.
That guy was right there to make the recovery.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
Give it all you got, D. Come on. Bust this grill, D. Snake eyes.
They'll take over at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10.
Going to the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throws it. Breaking through. At the 30. Nice execution on that play call.
That pass play was almost perfect. The only thing they didn't do was score.
They're in field goal range.
Here comes the heat. Set. Hut. Hit the ball. Hut.
Give it to the halfback. And he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Just about a yard on the run.
Gain on the play. Second and 9. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Set. Bring the play. Magic ball.
Hands it off to the back. Play action. This pass is incomplete. Woodson was right there to break that play up.
He has a knack for making a big play. And that was another one right there.
Let's go. Come on.
The Raiders expecting pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs. The rush is on. Gets the pass off. The 3rd down pass is dropped.
That is a catch you have to make. The quarterback did a pretty good job getting the ball to his receiver, and he just dropped it.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up. The try is good. A perfect hold, good kick, and that's 4 field goals in the game. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Williams is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 83, back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 3. On their last position, they came away with a field goal. Let's see what happens this time around.
On the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 19. Holding. Play action. Throwing. He finds his man. That pass went right into the receiver's hands.
Yeah, and you hear about these guys passing through a tire or at a tire, and that's where that practice pays off. He was right on target there.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
On the 27-yard line.
Get in there, Lon. Set. Hut. Lose it.
Drops back. Closing in with the throw. Intercepted. The defensive coordinator having a big day. His unit has now picked off 4 passes. The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
Let's go. Come on.
Duncan. He takes that one and heads upfield to pick up the first down.
You know what they did was pick up a blitz, and when they did that, it opened up a hole, and they ran right through it.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Beaver sets up. They'll pass on the first down. Again with the carry. Breaking free. Touchdown, visiting team.
I like this call here. Watch what happens. They get the ends going upfield like it's a pass play, and then they hand it off, and he cuts back. It's wide open with a lot of green to the end zone.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's on its way. The point after is good. So the drive didn't have a whole lot of yardage involved, but as an offense, your job is to score wherever the drive may start, and that's exactly what they did.
Those are the kind of touchdowns you have to get, because if the defense forces a field goal or a turnover, it's really a victory for the other team, and you can often swing momentum the other way.
Williams in to kick this one off.
For the kickoff. Number 83 back deep to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. The Raiders have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 15-yard line. The Raiders line up in Tripp's bunch.
1st and 10.
Dixon gets set. Passing on first down. Gets the pass off. Burns, he has it. He makes a terrific catch for the first down.
Even the receiver was surprised how quickly that one got to him. That's the kind of thing you just hope you can hang on to as it goes by.
First and 10. Ball on their own 30. Man in motion. Pressure. Gets rid of it. The pass falls incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Come on, get up. Set.
Drops back. Under pressure. He just got that one off. The one was scooped up. He tried to do too much and ends up turning it over. So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10.
That's all you. Set.
Dropping back. Pressure coming with the throw. And he makes the grab. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move. He turns things up 2 or 3 notches when it really counts. That's the kind of thing you love to see as a coach. Guys who have that 2nd and 3rd gear.
Let's make a play here. Back off, DB. Stay guys. We'll see.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Duncan got the carry there and is now closing in on 100 yards rushing.
On the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
Duncan. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they get in on the ground.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Gibson comes in for the extra point. The kick is up, and he kicks on the extra point. So they were able to use their great field position and drive the short distance to get into the end zone.
Your job as an offense is not to worry about how long or how short of a field you have to go. Their job is to produce points. When they do, it fires up the defense to get out there and give them the ball back.
Williams will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 83, back deep to return.
It's on its way. From the 3-yard line. The Raiders face an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Holding. Closing in. And he's brought down in the backfield. Good play call by the defensive coordinator.
He knows exactly how to take advantage of his personnel. He always puts him in position to make big plays out there, whether it's rushing the quarterback or playing in pass coverage downfield.
2nd and 15. The Raiders line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Throwing. Ooh, nearly picks off. Close to a big play by the defense.
And it probably should have been a big play. He had perfect position to get the interception. He just dropped it.
The Raiders line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback.
15-yard line.
Yeah, and you can't win if you can't convert 3rd downs.
Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. So he dropped it and a chance to end the drive.
Here's the key. He was looking at the quarterback the whole way. And when he let it go, he was all over it. He just didn't come up with it.
T gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Unable to get anything going on that series, he'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt, and he signals for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
First and 10. Pressure, throws it. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Number 16 in motion. Going to the left. Loses one tackle. Breaks away from the tackle. Great job running the toss on that play. And first down. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Hand it off. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ball carrier. 1-yard gain on the play.
Eagle left. Bring that pain, baby.
Oakland comes out in a dime package. Drops back, steps up into the pocket. It's his receiver in stride. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
Gain of 10 on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 32-yard line.
That all you got? Set.
on first down. Under pressure, throwing. Losing time, and he has it. He's running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day. Second and 4 coming up here. 6th play of this drive. Pressure coming, gets the pass off, and it's caught. It's usually a good call to throw it in his direction, John.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league. He'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch. Third down, things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
Duncan is the deep back, using motion. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the visiting team ahead of the Raiders 33-9. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that back is really tearing things up down there.
Second and inches. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Here come the heat. Is that all you got?
Tosses it right. They'll go with a run once again. Duncan couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
It's third down and a yard. 4 yards to the end zone.
Bust this grill, Keith. Let's go,
Duncan. Missed tackle. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Look at him here. He wasn't going to be stopped on that one. He's a hard runner. He just shrugs off the defenders, and he gets in for a touchdown.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Just what they were looking for, John. Good play calling there. Key drive, touchdown.
Hey, as an offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments. And hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
Williams is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 31 back deep to return.
Decent kick. We should have a return from the 7. Breaks the tackle. Runs him over. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Dixon sets up. Throwing on first down. Closing in with the throw. The pass is picked off. Missed tackle. He's at the 20. That defense has forced a lot of bad throws and made the most of them with 4 interceptions. So after the interception now, it's first and 10.
Hit the ball. Catch the ball, man.
The visiting team using motion.
First and 10.
Tosses it out to the left. Duncan was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Second and long coming up here.
Ain't got nothing.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He shakes the defender. He eclipses the 100-yard mark on that carry.
3rd and inches. Ball on the 3-yard line.
He gets the carry. They're going to keep the clock moving.
Well, they're playing conservative. They're going to keep pounding away, wearing down this defense, and working the clock.
Gibson comes into the game to try the field goal. The kick is up, splits the uprights, and good. 15 points he's added with 5 field goals. And they're dominating on both sides of the ball now, John.
I can't remember ever seeing these guys any better than they are today. They're staying very aggressive on defense, totally shutting them down. And every play the offensive coordinator calls seems to get them big yardage.
Williams in to kick this one off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 83 back to return.
They'll return this one. From the 8. The last time the offense had the ball, they gave it away on an interception. Let's see what happens this time down the field. First and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Bulldog under. Get in there. Hut. Get.
Pressure with the pass. From behind, caught. Dixon is ideally suited to this offensive system. It's over 3,500 yards passing this year. The Raiders come out with 3 receivers tight.
35-yard line.
Under pressure, gets the pass off, drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 35. Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. The defense, I think, gave him too big of a cushion on that play.
If you're going to sit back there in the zone, there are bound to be some holes in the pass coverage. Good quarterbacks will take advantage of that, using short passes underneath to move the ball.
Dropping back, closing in with the throw. Loses the defender. The 40. They'll mark it at the 33. They move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
They line up in the I formation. Pressure, throwing. This pass is incomplete. 2nd down coming after that incomplete pass.
On the cover.
Second and 10.
Cowboy. Come on, partner.
Baltimore looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Drops back with the pass. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up first down.
Going to the right. Black came up and shut down the run.
Yeah, they tried to get around the end. He came up from his corner position and boom, he makes a heck of a tackle.
Second and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Hit him low.
8th play of this drive. Holding. They go with a rush.
When you find yourself in a hole, you need to do more with your possession than this.
3rd and long.
And the red zone defense has been stepping it up so far today.
Fires to the end zone. Almost picked off. Should have picked that one off.
And as a defender, you don't get too many opportunities like that. And when you're able to get 2 hands on it in your end zone, you're in the perfect position. Heck, you have to make that interception.
Fourth and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Hook out right. They got nothing.
Under pressure, throwing a strike to the end zone. Intercepted. Clears the defender. Rich made a great read and came up with the interception.
The quarterback seemed to rush that one a little.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
Bring the pain.
Beaver sets up. They give it to the halfback, and he stopped at the 24. Not much there, maybe a yard.
On the play.
To carry just about a 3-yard gain there.
On the run, 3-yard gain on the play.
Seven yards to go. Ball on their own 27. Hand it off.
He's over 100 yards in the 4th quarter. Can't ask for much more than that from your back.
2 minutes to go. We've updated our turnover stat, and it looks like this. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. The 33-yard line.
36-yard punt.
The defense is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now. Baltimore doesn't appear to have enough speed on the field to match up against these 5 wideouts.
Tiger up. Bring that pain, baby.
Passing on 1st down. Rosen, he finds his man. A good, strong throw by the quarterback on that pass.
You know, they really whipped that thing in there. That's why you used to see a lot of drop passes by a defender, and it's usually because he just can't hang on to the thing.
Dropping back, pressure coming, gets the pass off. Dixon continues to add to his total with that completion, giving him over 250 yards passing. Let's see how this defense handles a no-huddle. Closing in with the throw. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
They want to hurry it up here. Pressure, throws it. Almost got it. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
And that's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. And he lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception. The defense should focus on keeping the receiver from getting to the sideline, because as soon as he catches the ball, that's where he's going to want to go with it.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it, and he makes the grab. Another catch, which brings his total to 4, and they hurry up to the line. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. He makes the catch. They're trying to get the fullback involved in the passing game.
And he's one of those guys who's a pretty good safety valve. He's got soft hands, and more importantly, he knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Under pressure, throws to the end zone. Love did a good job getting open, gave his quarterback a target in the end zone, but couldn't bring it in.
And that's got to be disappointing. There's a play they like to run when they're looking to get into the end zone. Everything seemed to work just as it did in practice, but he couldn't find a way to get it under control.
They have to move him down quickly here on 2nd down. Throwing. Thrown behind, but caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
The defense just seemed to lose track of him down there. They have to do a better job keeping the play in front of him so that that kind of thing doesn't happen.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up, and he tacks on the extra point. The Raiders still find themselves in a very deep hole.
They're going to need a lot of luck to even have a chance at coming back in this one.
Well, they need the ball back, and they need points, so they're lining up for the onside kick. Here's the onside kick from the 40-yard line.
They just need to eat up clock now because they have this game pretty well in hand.
Looking to end the game, they'll probably call a simple run play here.
They'll start the drive at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
Fire out! Hawk line right. Set.
Hand it off to the back.
When you have a guy who can carry the ball for over 100 yards a game, you have half of what you need on offense to get to the Super Bowl.
A little over 4 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Set.
Second and 4. Ball on the 34-yard line.
We'll see. Hut. Snake eye. Hut. Eagle left. Hut. Come on, gee up. Hut. Ain't nothing. Hut. Fire out.
That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Baltimore 43, Oakland 16. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.